This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Confusion among vaccinated Jamaicans who are laminating their cards. Confusion is growing among some Jamaicans who, in a bid to preserve their COVID vaccination cards, have sought to laminate the documents only to turn up at the airports to run into problems with immigration officials. Reports are that even some medical officials have participated in the process of laminating their cards and have run into travel issues. Lamination is the process of overlaying a flat surface, especially paper, with a layer of plastic or some other protective material. A medical official has since taken to social media to advise individuals against the practice. Please tell clients not to laminate cards. A nurse contacted me this morning, said she was turned back from the airport because her card was considered to be tampered with because she laminated it. Her flight is rescheduled, the medical official said. Another user, however, told a different story, saying he was advised to carry out the process as part of efforts to preserve the document by his doctor. When I got my vaccine, the doctor recommended that I get my card laminated, so I don't know, maybe other people were recommended to do so as well, said another social media user. More calls have since come from the medical circle, calling on individuals not to carry out the practice. Documents should not be laminated. Put in a sleeve if protection is needed. Can use the same lamination plastic, said another medical official. Well, I don't laminate mine because they said once you do that, it's not valid anymore, said another user. Jamaican woman admits to attempted murder of man she married for U.S. citizenship. A Jamaican woman is facing 15 years in prison after slitting the wrist of her elderly American husband, who she married to illegally obtain U.S. citizenship. Olivia Ramo, 30, pleaded guilty to attempted murder on Friday in a New York court. According to U.S. media reports, on January 24, 2020, Ramo was at her husband's New Rochelle home in New York when she pushed the 74-year-old man, wedging him between the toilet seat and a wall before slitting his wrist with a straight razor. Before the woman could flee the scene, her husband's home health aide arrived at the house. The aide was, however, refused the entry by Ramo, according to reports. The aide proceeded to contact the New Rochelle police, who entered the home on their arrival after they heard the victim screaming from the bathroom. The victim was reportedly rushed to the Jacobi Hospital, where he underwent 2 surgeries to reattach the tendons in his arms. The attack resulted in the man losing all function in his hand. Ramo was charged with a second-degree attempted murder almost a month after the incident. Westchester County District Attorney Miriam Roca told the court that the incident happened after Ramo and the victim met with an attorney to prepare for an interview with the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services to demonstrate that their 2017 marriage was legitimate. But during the meeting, they were informed that they could have a hard time passing their marriage interview. According to her plea agreement, Ramo will be sentenced to 15 years in state prison with 5 years of post-release supervision. Fire contained at a Singer warehouse. Damage could run into millions. The Jamaica Fire Brigade says it is investigating the cause of Saturday morning's blaze at a warehouse for the furniture store Singer, located at 2 Ashenim Road in St. Andrew. An adjoining warehouse owned by PRS Entertainment was also damaged by the flames. Up to Saturday afternoon, several fire units and some 56 firefighters were at the scene conducting cooling down operations. The fire started sometime after 2 a.m. Saturday. Firefighters were alerted to the scene sometime later. JFB's Public Relations Officer Emilio Ebanks said that he and his team initially responded with 2 units from the Trenchtown and York Park fire stations. On arrival, the units called for assistance, and we sent 4 additional units. So on the scene, we have 4 units from Kingston, 2 units from St. Catherine, with 56 firefighters, he said, adding that the fire had been contained. So far, there has been extensive damage to the Singer warehouse and moderate damage to PRS Entertainment Ebanks indicated. While the cost of the damage is not yet determined, it is estimated it could run into millions of dollars. Man shot dead by police at illegal party in St. Andrew. The St. Andrew South police killed an alleged gunman and seized 2 firearms and several rounds of ammunition at an illegal party on York Avenue in the Seabright Gardens community in the wee hours of Friday morning. The seized guns are 2 Glock pistols. 18 rounds of ammunition were found. The Constabulary Communications Unit has confirmed the incident but did not have a police report. The news understands that shortly after midnight, police went to the party to lock it off when they were accosted by men. During an ensuing confrontation, the now deceased was fatally shot and the firearm taken from him. A subsequent search of the premises led to the discovery of the other weapon and the 18 rounds of ammunition. St. Andrew South is one of the police divisions which has seen an upsurge in crime recently. A state of emergency was established in the division by Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Sunday. In the Wandon gang trial, attorney says a witness tried to rile up media by testifying her client wanted to drink blood from a skull. The former Don-turned-state witness in the Wandon gang trial on Friday afternoon denounced a suggestion from a defense attorney that he testified that her client wanted to drink blood from a skull in order to create a media sensation. The suggestion was made by attorney Sasha K. Shaw, who is representing Joseph McDermott, otherwise called Papa. During cross-examination on Friday afternoon, Ms. Shaw told the prosecution's second witness that it was not coincidence that on the day it was reported that a man drank blood from the decapitated head of a goat, he testified that her client wanted to drink blood from a skull. The witness denied Ms. Shaw's accusation. Ms. Shaw told the witness that a plastic bottle containing ammunition, which a witness claimed had been given to him by Mr. McDermott, was filled with cornmeal. Earlier in the trial, the witness told the court that he collected ammunition from Mr. McDermott and an illegal firearm from another defendant, Ruel Taylor. The court heard that the firearm was one of 2 illegal guns the witness handed over to the police. JEF again proposing extension of layoff period during national crisis. Businesses struggling to stay afloat amid the COVID-19 pandemic are hoping that the government will take seriously the suggestion to amend legislation to extend the 120-day layoff period during a national crisis. The issue, which was raised last year during the height of the pandemic, was rejected by trade unions. Under local labor laws, layoffs beyond 120 days trigger a redundancy exercise. During the pandemic, the 120-day layoff period expired at most companies without trade unions and employers signing off on an agreement on how the issue of redundancy would be handled. Speaking Thursday with the news, Jamaica Employers Federation President David Wan provided details on the suggestion to extend the layoff period, saying it would be beneficial for employers and employees. Mr. Wan said the benefit will specifically be for businesses ordered closed, such as in the entertainment and hospitality sectors. He noted that if the additional days are granted, employers would be willing to compensate employees during the period.
Aside from what we're calling for, we are open to discussing with our partners, the trade unions and the government in this tripartite mechanism to say if we get this extension during a pandemic for industries that are ordered to remain closed, we are willing to talk about after the 120 days. Let's pick a number. The next 60 days, why don't we talk about a provision that says continue layoff, but you must pay, let's pick a number, 30% of the salary for the next 60 days. And on like that. We're talking about normal commercial activity and the business owner deciding we need to put some people on layoff because business is not what it used to be. And I can tell you a lot of business is going to take some time to get back to where they were because consumers have found other ways to get what they want outside of doing business with those companies.
72 COVID-19 cases locally on Friday, 2 new deaths. Jamaica recorded 72 new COVID-19 cases over 24 hours up to Friday afternoon, according to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This is while 2 COVID-19 deaths occurred on November 16 and November 17 and were recorded on Friday, bringing the overall coronavirus death toll in Jamaica to 2,356. The deceased are a 53-year-old female from St. Mary and an 89-year-old male from St. Catherine. There were 121 recoveries on the day, bringing that tally to 61,605. The newly confirmed COVID-19 cases brought the total number on record for the island to 90,630. Notably, the island recorded an 11.8% positivity rate based on the samples tested on Friday. Of the newly confirmed cases, 37 are males and 35 are females, with ages ranging from 33 days to 92 years. The case count was made up of St. Catherine 20, Kingston and St. Andrew 18, St. Thomas 8, Westmoreland 8, St. Anne 7, Clarendon 3, St. James 2, St. Elizabeth 2, Hanover 2, St. Mary 1 and Portland 1. There are 30 moderately ill patients, 24 severely ill patients, and 8 critically ill patients among 852 active cases now under observation in Jamaica. A total of 173 COVID-19 patients are now hospitalized locally. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.